Hello everybody, and in this video we have got part 3 of my custom Apocalyptic Ninja versus the Cyborgs custom series. Now I've just decided to do, instead of doing separate videos, I'm doing 3 survivors in each video and then 2 cyborgs. Just to, just to keep it a bit more interesting. So yeah, let's start from left to right. So, first up we have my custom survivor Nia. Now for her weapon, I've given her this kind of water trident. Now this did just come in a magazine and I just thought I'd use it here because I think it works quite well. Now, because the theming for this minifigure here is sort of, she's using her water form to stop her from becoming corrupted by the cyborgs. So as you can see, obviously for the torso and legs, I've used her hero suit. Just because I thought it looks very armored up and very she's protecting herself, alongside the climber armor piece, as they just go really well together with the gunmetal grey. And then obviously her water form for her head. So yeah, this is kind of, she's learned how to control her water form in this world, and obviously you can see she's using it to fight against them, as she can't get corrupted if she's all armored up like so and in her water form. So yeah, this is kind of as if she learned to control it to fight them off, which I think I'm really happy with this custom. I think the gunmetal grey looks really good all together. And then there's a little bit of gold, which matches the weapon. And obviously the light blue on the face matches with the weapon here. So yeah, overall, I'm very happy with this custom. Next, we have the Apocalyptic Skylore. Now, as you can see, this minifigure uses quite a lot of different parts. So we'll start off with the weapons. So she has 2 black swords in the armor at the back, just as extra backups. This kind of dragon sword here, which is just kind of uses 3 parts, kind of in Skylore's color scheme, just to add a bit of extra defense. And then also she's got this metal fist, which is kind of showing her using other people's powers to try and stay alive. So yeah, just taking all them off now so we can take a look at the actual figure. So here we have her. So for the legs, she uses Evil Aaron's legs, as I think they go really well with this torso piece, really with all the detailing. She's got her hunted torso piece with the belt. Then she uses gold armor alongside the crystallized face print for these white markings, and then Storm Aaron's mask. And yeah, I think all of these parts put together look really well. I think maybe old gold arms would have been a little bit better, but I don't want to take arms out of this minifigure, so we're just leaving it how it is. And overall, I think it looks pretty good. And yeah, I think all the weapon choice makes sense. And yeah, I'm very happy with how this one turned out. Here we've got my Apocalyptic Lloyd, the leader of the Ninjas team. So as you can see, this minifigure kind of uses a different colour scheme compared to other Lloyds. There's no gold on this minifigure, and it is one of my favourites how it's turned out. So for his weapon, we've just given him 2 of his regular swords. I know normally he'd have 1, but in kind of this world, he'd be fighting for survival a little bit more, so 2 would feel more necessary. So yeah, the legs, we use the mech suit Lloyd legs, because I think they look very armoured up. And that's kind of an effect I want to do for this Lloyd, with the bottom half being very armoured up, with the top half being a bit more open and made for blending into survival situations, which the green does help with anyway. So yeah, as you can see, we've got the mech suit legs alongside his season 9 torso print, as I really like that armor detail he's got on him with all the straps going across. I think if the belt was grey, it would look a lot better, but obviously I can't change the prints. He has got the armor piece from the from Samurai Lloyd, because I just thought adding a little bit of brown detailing will match the face print. And speaking of the face print, I decided to use the island face print and mask and hair, just because, well, I think if it's like kind of a Lloyd scenario, I could imagine Lloyd ran into nature to try and avoid them, and he's picked his suit based off of that mainly. And obviously he's used the markings just to blend in like he was doing on the island, and that's why I really like this one, because I think it looks very different compared to other Lloyd suits, mainly just because of the brown armour, and I just think the colours match and go really well together. So, now we've looked at the survivors, let's take a look at the people who didn't make it. And first up, we've got Chief Mamatus. Now, obviously, as leader of the Keepers, I could imagine they weren't most prepared for this to break out. So they were some of the first to get corrupted. So let's quickly just zoom out and see his weapon first of all, as I've given him quite a large one. Now this is because, if I can find it, Chief Mamathis's staff was kind of gold and purple with like lightning on the end. So I've decided to do a kind of an opposite with silver and blue, kind of showing the electricity to be put on it. So yeah, it's very long, a bit inconvenient, but it was just something I quickly made before filming. So yeah, but now onto the actual minifigure. I'm actually very happy with how this one turned out. So the legs, I used the Crystal Council legs. I think I just grabbed mine from Harumi, but they're all the same, so it doesn't matter. And then a generic Legacy Ninjago torso and legs, as the extra purple detailings match the legs nicer. The cape from the Bone King, which I quite like, as you can see there with the rips. Because in comparison to the regular Chief Mamattis, as you can see, he does have a cape. And then finally, I did just use his regular headpin just to still make the minifigure recognisable, like so. And finally, we have the last cyborg custom in this video, and that is Flintlock. So for his weapons, I just gave him this kind of gun here, because obviously he was mainly known for his guns in the show and how he never missed. So this could kind of be a way as to how they track people down, hits them, they get knocked down, and then they get taken to be converted into cyborgs. And also just a pirate sword, as he is a pirate, so yeah. And then for the legs, I've got the legs from Clancy. Originally, I was going to use the black ones to match the colours, but I thought the dark green will make him stand out a bit more and match these shoulder pads. So yeah, I gave him a peg leg, because although he doesn't have one in the show, I just thought give him some classic pirate features. So I thought the leg would be pretty suiting. He uses the Day of the Departed Ninjroid's torso. Then obviously these like kind of shoulder pads from Clancy. His own face print, which obviously looks a bit cursed without the mustache and hair. And then obviously a Ninjroid mask. I decided to give him the Ninjroid mask because I just thought it kind of, this could kind of be how he aims his gun if he's holding it in his right hand like so. He could use it as basically a better scope, so he knows exactly where he's aiming like that. Yeah, overall, I'm quite happy with this custom. I think the dark green does make him stand out a bit more compared to the others, which is what I'm trying to do with some of the cyborgs, because I think from the last episode, they all looked quite similar and black. And although, obviously, I'm going to mainly be using Ninjroid parts, I want to try and get a bit creative with other colours I can kind of add in, which is why I've got the gold and blue on him, and we've got the green, the dark green and brown on Flintlock. So, that's it for today's video. Comment down below which of these customs is your favourite, and then also other characters you want to see either as cyborgs or survivors from Ninjago. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.